So let's talk about date and date part in Excel. Let's talk about the functions and formulas we can use to construct date, and also to get date part from a complete date, and to get other functions that allows you to get some part of the date. So let's see how it works. The first thing I want to do is I want to construct date from this um date part, the day, the month, and the year. So in order to do that, I'll just go with my equals formula, equals sign. So equals sign date. I'll select the year, which is the first argument, goes to the second argument, which is the month, and the third argument, which is the day, and I'll hit enter. Then I can just fill down. So from this date part, I've been able to construct a date. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get the day function. I want to get the day, so I'll be using the day function. So day, the serial number is the date. Then I can just put that and hit enter, and I can fill down to replicate the action. The next thing I want to do is to get the month. So your guess is right, it's the month function we are going to use. Then the serial number is the date, and we can hit enter also. Also for the year, yes, for the year we are going to use the year function, which equals to year, equals to year, equals to year. The year function, and the serial date is also the date, and we can hit enter. So we can also fill down. So now I want to get the day of the week. So the day of the week here is the day that which this date falls on. So I want to know if it's on Monday, on a Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, or Thursday. So to get that, I'll be using equals to weekday function. So the weekday function, the serial number is always the date, and the return type is, so we want to know how our date runs. Does it run from Sunday to Monday, from Monday to Tuesday, from Sunday to Saturday? So we want to know how our date runs. Does our date runs from Sunday to Saturday, or from Monday to Sunday, like that? So the return type in this case, our return type here is going to be 1. So I can just hit enter. So of course this is 2, and this 2 means that since we are running from Sunday to Saturday, and Sunday being the first day, the second day will be a Monday. So I can just fill that down. And to test that, just for us to be sure, I can just come here and use the test function to test, to see that. So text, the value is 2, which is the day. Then the format is going to be the day, then I can hit enter. So we can see it's a Monday, that is the second day, based on my own date, which starts on a Sunday, then the first. So to move forward, we want to get the week of the year. So the function to use for that is the week number. Week number, the serial number is always the date, and the return type in this case is, do you want to see, does your week start from Sunday, Monday? So just like that, our week starts from Sunday, so I'll just hit 1 again, and I can hit enter. So this date falls on the 25th week in that year. So in the year 2017, this date is the 25th week in that year. So I can fill down. So the next thing I want to do is, I want this date to be formatted this way. I want this date to be formatted this way. So of course I'll use the text function again. So text. So what the text function does is that it converts a number or a date into a text, so that you can see it in a text, like instead of seeing it as a figure or as a date. So the value is the date, and the format type is, how do I want to see this date? So like I said, I want to see this date like this. So Monday, I want to see it full. I want to see something like Monday. I don't want to see I don't want to see the number. So for that, I'll first open my double quotation. So Monday, for me to see Monday as Monday, I need to put my D in 4 places. D. Then notice that comma comes after the Monday, so I'll put the comma, and there's a space, I'll put the space. Then 25. Now I don't want to see the Monday, I want to see it in figure. So to do that, I will not use 4 Ds, I'll use 2 Ds. Then the next one is the month, which is the June. And if you notice, the June is not written in full. It is written as JUN. So in order to do that, I will leave a space as well, and I will write M in 3 places instead of in 4 places. If I want to see it in full, I'll write it M. I'll write the M in 4 places. So the next one is 2009. So I'll just write Y, and I'll close my quotation, and I'll just hit enter. So here we have the date in full. We have the date in full, and I can just fill down to replicate the action. So the next thing I want to do here is I have some set of dates here that are inconsistent. They are not consistent, and I want to make them consistent. I want to get dates out of them. So in order to do that, I'll be using the date value function here. So equals to date value, and the date text is just here, and I'll hit enter. So now I've been able to get a date from these date text, and I can fill it down. And here we come to the end of this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you find this video insightful. Thank you. See you in another one.